is Neil Southgate and I'm your brass and woodwind teacher. We've recently learned how to slur. That slurring can be as simple as simply just blowing and letting your fingers do the work, and in music you will often see a line like this either below or above the notes to indicate that two notes or more are to be slurred or played really smoothly together. Now there's a second way of slurring on brass instruments and to some degree on woodwind instruments too, and that is by moving between two different notes when we're not actually changing the fingers. Okay, so that's getting more than one sound on the same valve combination. So these buttons here, we call these valves. For example, with no valves, I can get lots of different sounds. So how do I begin to do that? There's two ways. There's the lip slur and the lip trill. We're going to try the lip trill first. Now, if you can easily get a C and a G, this is when you want to start trying this. If you can't quite get those two notes yet, don't worry about any of these exercises at the moment. We will get there shortly. So, what I want you to do is to try and play a G, two, or T. And we're going to try and slur downwards, so we don't want to blow again. And inside our mouth, I want you to think this. T-R or T-U. What that does is it gently opens the lips and our mouth slightly opens. Our jaw drops ever so slightly. This helps us move from one note to another note lower, like this. T-R. You might find going down a little bit easier than coming up. When we're going up, we're doing the opposite. Tie, tie, tie. You might find you have to push the air a little bit quicker when we're ascending. So you might want to go tie. Okay. If you get good at both of those, you can try and combine them. So you're going T-I-E-I-E-I-E. You can experiment with different tempos too. So you could try that slower. You could even try and do it super, super fast. Now, you can do that with different valve combinations too, and the best order to follow is zero valve, second valve, first valve, first and second valves, second and third valves, first and third valves, and all your valves. Each one of those combinations is a whole semitone lower than the previous one. If you're a beginner, you might just stick with zero valves, second valves, first valve, and one and two valves only. So that's the lip trill. And again, once you get better and better and better, you can start doing those at higher little intervals on the harmonic series. So instead of going G down to C, if you can play up to the C above it, you can go G to the C above it. So, or even higher from the C to the E. And so on and so forth. You could theoretically go as high as you possibly can play. So that's a lip trill. A lip slur isn't moving just between two notes, it's moving slowly between maybe one or two or three or four or five different notes in the harmonic series. One example is if you can play a whole octave from C to the C above, we can use the notes G, low C and high C. It goes G, C, G, C, G. Or otherwise, to, ah, ooh, ee, ooh. follow the exact same valve combination and practice these. The lip trill helps you get better at squeezing your lips and makes you better at finer details, whereas the lip slurs help you to blow a little bit smoother between the whole trumpet range or other brass instrument range. Okay, so thank you very much. I hope you enjoy those little exercises.